where you might see a little bit of this and you might see a little bit of that. How you doing? Hey. So, today I am going to be diamond painting a section on my canvas. Okay, so you're seeing this beautiful butterfly, which is not the canvas. It is covering mystery canvas number 79. So if you don't want to see the mystery canvas number 79, then hop off this live and check me out next time. Okay, so just a little housekeeping notes. My husband is in his studio working on his of some music that he's working on. So if you hear that in the background, that's that. So hopefully it don't disturb you too much. So again, before I start, this is mystery canvas number 79. So if you don't want to see me working on this, then again, hop off this live and come back and check me out later. So now I'm going to remove my little cover and I'm getting ready to work on my section. Okay, so here we go. All right. I really don't have much to talk about, but I'm just going to go with what I started. I had mentioned this in a video before on how I diamond paint, and I'm going to just go over it again. So this is the section. So what I do is I first work on this edge right here and fill in all the symbols that's on this edge. And then I will go across and fill the symbols in. And I usually do work from this one first, but being that there's drills already here, I'm just going to focus on that. So I just wanted to show you how I do it. And I don't have much to talk about, but today is, what's today's date? Oh my goodness. Today's Saturday, December the 27th, and it is 11:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to work on this for until I finish this section, and then I have to go to the library to pick out a book for my reading channel. It's called Let's Read. So I have to pick out the book for January because that's when I'm coming back to start reading. And it's like a romance for Jack. But this is a square drill canvas, and I'm using, I think this is a 7-placer and a single placer, and I got glue dots in both. So I'm just gonna diamond paint. I should have been better prepared. I just said let's hit the live button and just go. And that's it. I don't have any much plans. I have to cook some dinner later on when my husband, or lunch first when he get hungry, gonna eat. But he just finished eating breakfast, so he probably won't be too hungry until a little bit later. Hopefully I'm finished with this section. But yep, this is me diamond painting. You know what? Let me get some this or that questions to kill the time. All right, so where's my this or that? Oh no, not this or that. It's would you rather. It's would you rather. I'm gonna get some questions from here. I chose to do this live because if I was to do it as a video, it would be like 2 hours long, and I didn't want to upload, edit a video. So I decided to go live to show Jack, because Jack was the only one who said she would love to see it. So I'm doing it for Jack. All right, let me just get some drills down and then I'll do my first one. How's everybody day going so far? Oh, well, you know what? I can't see the screen, so I can't see what anybody's saying because I have my camera overhead while I'm doing this. So I will, if you mention anything, I will respond in the comment section after my live video. I don't know how long this is going to take, but Yeah, so if you're diamond painting or if you're crafting, just craft along with me, even if I'm not going to be saying too much anything, but yeah. All right, so let me just fill in this last symbols right here, and then I will pick a question. It would appear as if I like working squares, right? The way I'm doing it, but no, I just got the hang of it. I would still prefer round drills. Okay, let's get the first question. Would you rather have poppy seeded skin or broccoli hair? Poppy seeded skin, that's like acne, right? We just gonna assume that it's acne. Or broccoli hair. Well, um, I'm gonna just say broccoli hair because although I'm not vain, I definitely don't want skin to look like poppy seeds because people are cruel and I might be a little crazy. I always had a problem with people, trying to say something about me. It just never gave bully over here. It was just like, oh, okay, so I'm about to beat you up for talking about me. But ironically, I never had a fight. I guess my looks and my words said it all. So I'm gonna go with broccoli hair. Would you rather hear every cell phone that rings in your block or smell every fart? What? No. Who want to smell every fart? No, I'll rather listen to it ring because I think there's a solution to listening to hearing phones ring. I think you can plug your ear up with headphones or something like that. But you see, as the symbols go and they still all over the board, so that's how I fill up most of my canvas really fast. But okay, where's some more hearts? Okay, here we go. And it helps that this section is full of line blocking, not too much confetti. So, and also I just do the single ones first. I try to do the single ones first sometimes to get it out the way so I can continue to use my multi-placer. I have graduated from a 4-placer. I think I'm all the way up to a 10-placer. And I think my sweet spot now is just a 10-placer. But I don't know. Let me see. Is this a 10-placer? I don't know what this is, honestly. But I think it is. This is for my ABs. I use this for my ABs. I use that and tweezers for my place my ABs. Okay, where was I? Single placing. Okay. Do I got any more singles? Okay, no more singles. All right, next up is, would you rather pretend a chair is a cow and go under to milk it, or pretend it is a bucking bronco? Some of these questions are hilarious to me because what? Where do you get these? Where do they get these from? Okay, so I think I'm gonna just pretend the chair is a bucking bronco because I've never milked a cow, and why would I pretend to milk a cow? Okay. All right. So let's see. Next question. Would you rather do 5 push ups or sing a pop song while holding your nose? I can do 5 push ups. Yeah, I'm going to do 5 push ups because pop songs holding my nose, I don't really know that many. I don't know that many. Okay, here's some hearts. I be trying not to miss symbols, but it happens. And this is not normally my size section. I usually work smaller sections, but This canvas is so easy to work on when it comes to color blocking and stuff like that. So I decided to try to finish this by the end of December because I want to get it off of my crafting table so I can get prepared for my canvas for the event of Beards and Muscles that is hosted by no other than Amalia from Amalia's World of Color. So I already posted the video on that one, so if you want to go back and check it out, the details, come join us. It's about working on a canvas with a man in it. It doesn't matter what kind of man it is, as long as it's a man. And it's an event that honors the men in our lives and the men in the community. So there was no other event like it. So Amaya said, yeah, let's do it. And this is the 3rd year for this event. So I will be working on the Bounty Hunter, which I've already made a video of that one as well. So it's included in the intro video of the Beards and Muscles. The intro. What the heck did I just say? I meant the announcement of the Beards and Muscles event. So I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 more sections to go, and hopefully I can get it done. If not, it'll be a whip, and I'll get it finished in January. Yep. Okay, let me just do this one really quick, and then I'll go. What's the weather like in your neck of the woods? Here, I think today is going to be close to 70 degrees. It's like, ooh. The only place I gotta go is to the library, I think. I don't know. My husband might be like, yeah, excuse me, let's go someplace else. So I guess I don't know what our plans is. So far it's just to go to the library. Okay. Any more? Oh, this canvas right here, the symbols are so blurry that you got to be really careful. Like the X right here, and let me see. These 2 symbols right here are blurred together. Like I have to make sure that I'm putting it on the X and on this. It's 2 different colors, but still is blurry. And what other symbol? Oh my goodness. This symbol right here is blurry as well. And I thought it was the plus symbol. I had gotten to a section and I was like, oh my God, I'm about to run out of drills. And I panicked so bad. My friends helped me figure it out, but it ended up being this one right here. I was like, oh, because it looked like a plus sign. You'll hear all about it in the post review when I'm done. But wow, yeah, some of these symbols are really blurry. So I gotta definitely, when I'm working the X in that little Martian, I have to definitely make sure that I'm placing the right ones. Ugh, that was a struggle. But yeah, you'll hear about it. Well, you heard about it a little bit. Okay. All right, next question. Would you rather hollow at the moon or pant like an out of breath dog? Give me the howl at the moon any day, because the image of a panting dog, why would I want to do that? Now, a panting dog means that it's like cooling themselves down, right? Yeah, no. Give me the howl at the moon. Makes more sense. Oh, okay, yeah, that's an X. Ooh, see what I mean? I almost thought I put it on the wrong thing. How do y'all diamond paint? How do you, yeah, I asked that. How do you diamond paint? Is it a method to the madness for how you diamond paint, or you just go symbol by symbol according to how you kit up? And how do you kit up? Did you kit up like in jars? Do you work baggies? Do you do one symbol around the whole board? or do you work a section? I tried that, uh, do one symbol around the whole board. It was on a 30 by 40, and it's okay, but it was just the plastic that got on my nerves. So I was like, yeah, I experienced it. I did it one time. I'm good. I don't need to do it anymore. So my favorite way to diamond paint is in sections. And I really like the perforated papers that come with the Diamond Art Club canvases. Yep, I worked it like that. Okay. These X's got my eyes crissing and crossing. But I am off of work all next week, and I am ecstatic about it. My company gave us the second off, which is not a normal thing. Normally it's just the 1st of January off, but he decided, the CEO said he won't be back from vacation, so he gave everybody the second off. I was like, okay, vacation, thank you. Thank you. I hear my phone buzzing. Let me see. Maybe I'm getting a text message. Hold on one second. Oh, there's some comments. I'm taking a break so I can read the comments. Hold on. It says, hey, Amalia. It's still warm here. It is. Shanta said it's high of 65 and cloudy. Hey, Shanta. Diamond Shine with Shanta said, for this small one, I'm working on, I'm not kitting up. I'm doing color by color and baggies when I finish a color. Oh my goodness. Okay, so how do you store your baggies, Shanta? I worked with oh snap. I'm sorry, I hit the selfie stick. Oh snap. I worked with selfie sticks, baggies before, and I use this right here. And it's okay. I like baggies. I'm not complaining. But would it be something that I would say I would continue doing? Not if I don't have to. But I would. Okay, I think I got all the X's. Okay. I guarantee it's going to be another one coming up because, like I said, those symbols are blurry and confusing. Okay, next, let's get to the next symbol. Oh, okay. What is wrong with you, girl? Got butterfingers. All right. Oh, I answered hollowed at the moon. Okay, so the next question is, would you rather flop on the ground like a fish for a few minutes? A few minutes is like 3 minutes. Is it 3? I don't know. Let me make sure. Okay, what does this say? Okay, rotate device back. What the heck happened? I hit my selfie stick and it did something. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Y'all can still see my canvas, right? What the heck is this about? Hopefully y'all can still see me and still hear me. Yeah, I'm going to keep going because I don't know what that means. Because I got to finish this section. Okay, where am I? Or make a fish mouth for the whole next round. Oh, okay, so the whole next round. That's like if you was actually playing a game with people. I'm going to just flop on the ground for a few minutes because a few minutes mean like 3 minutes, right? That's what I think it means. Crazy questions. I forgot to ask y'all, if you're diamond painting, what's the highest multi-placer you're using? I know. Shanta, I think she said she up there. She can use a big multi-placer. Eh, but also Shanta uses a ruler to keep her drills nice and straight too. I tried the ruler. It's okay. Yeah, but is it something? No, it's not something that I would keep doing because it's kind of it messes with my brain. I'd be like, but I want to. How do I? And then I just say, forget it. Let me just do what I do. What am I about to say? I'm really not a talker. I'm trying to find stuff to talk about. I'm just normally a nice, quiet, just sit and watch, listen to music kind of person when I'm diamond painting. But for anybody that is on the live, watching my live, that is doing, that has a channel, have you thought about your goals for 2026 yet? Um, when it comes to diamond painting and your crafts, are you going to still be doing a lot of diamond painting? Are you going to introduce a new craft, or you're happy with what you're doing right now? For one, I'm staying the same. My channel basically is staying the same. I'm still going to do what I'm currently doing, and I hope everybody stay for the year just to see what I'm working on, or what, if anything, I come up with. I'm going to try to look for a new craft, not to stay, just to try. Yeah, because I think I really have enough to occupy my time and stuff like that. So I'm going to look into not the stickers, because Amalia already introduced me to those and they were okay. But it's something like I mentioned. No, I didn't mention because the video wouldn't get released yet. It will get released. But Bev B mentioned something about pixelated stickers. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into it some more, but it's basically put in little tiny, like diamond painting like this, but it's actual stickers that you place on a board. So I'm gonna see if that. And I also was on Facebook, and I think it was in the diamond painting VIP group or Diamond Art Club Facebook group, where there's an app that you can diamond paint. I never knew that there was an app that you can diamond paint. Anybody tried that one before? Is it something that, is it the same? Like, it's weird. I'm gonna have to look that up and see what that's all about. Yeah. Sometimes with mysteries, you think that it's like 3 when it's actually like 5, because of the way the canvas is. Like, they have like some symbols are in the white, but some symbols are in the orange. So it can be like, is that 2 or 3? All right. So, all right. Okay. Next. Okay. Next. Would you rather give 5 compliments to the person to your left? There's nobody to my left. Or give 20 high fives to every player? Oh, that's if I was in the game. I guess it depends on who I will be playing with, because you know how you play spades and they just let anybody at the table, and it might be people you don't even mess with, and like and they to your left, like I ain't giving you no compliment. I don't like you. I don't even know you. So, but then it says give 20 high fives, and that player is included. So you don't want to give him a compliment. You don't want to give him a high five. Which one do you do? That's a sticky situation, especially if you don't, like the person. Oh, okay. I'm going to give some sarcastic compliments. I'm going to do some sarcastic compliments. I don't really want to touch you. All right, so that was weird. Um, would you rather let one of the other players give you a noogie or a wedgie? A noogie? What's a noogie? Is that the one where they put the knuckle on your forehead? Is that the noogie? I know what the wedgie is, but so I'm gonna just say noogie because I don't want to get no wedgie. Next symbol. Let me switch some of these up. These weird ones. All right. Oh, and how much drills do you put in your tray? Do you put a lot, or do it depend on how many is in the section? Sometimes for me, I go according to how many symbols is in the section. Because if it's like one symbol, like why put a whole lot of drills in a tray? But then sometimes I find that if you put a lot of drills in a tray, they line up a little better for you to place your drills. So sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. Oh, and another thing. You know how like you putting the drills down, and if they come up, if it don't stay on the canvas, how many times do you try to put it down before you put it in your trash drill thing? Sometimes it's like 2 times, and then I'll be like, oh, okay. Then I look at it, be like, oh, it's concave, so it won't go down. But how many times do you try? Before I knew about bad drills, I would try and try, and I'm like, why won't this drill stay down? It took me a long time. Actually, it took me watching somebody else's video to realize that not all drills are created equal. But it still catch me sometimes. Like, I still get caught up. I'd be like, ugh, that's a trash drill. But see how that one, can you see? See how that one is up there? That's a trash drill. And that's what I do. I'm like, oh, it's still there, so let me take it off. I wish that it was not a such thing as trash drills. Only because, like, why? Why is there trash drills? Like, if you can make all of these drills, why you just can't make them all right? So you won't frustrate us, unless that's the root of diamond painting. Like, you gotta pay attention. Okay, you got me. Anybody else think this way, or is it just me? It could be just me, but no, it ain't. Because you know how many diamond painters are in this world? I'm sure they experience the same thing. So you see how like going around the edges fills it in. Oh, there's another one. Oh, and some of the drills sometimes are not concave. Some of them have too much on the bottom and it won't stick. Like, it make it oval and it won't stick. Let me check the comments really quick after this to see if something I'm doing is wrong because of that message on my phone telling me to rotate it. So let me just put these down real quick and check. Hold on. All right. All right, let's see. Orientation locked. I don't know what that means. Okay. Okay, wait. I think I have a sticker pixel. Okay, so Diamond Shine was on to said, I think I have a sticker pixel. It was a gift from Or Lower. Oh, really, Shanta? Could you put that in our chat group so I can be nosy? So I can see. Okay, Amalia is laughing. She said, yeah, that's it. It says a lot of line the up good. A lot to line the up good. Okay, it must be to a question I asked. Hey, Cynthia. She said, I recently found out monochrome coloring and I'm hooked. It's the best wind down after a day of diamond painting. Monochrome coloring? Ooh, I got to look that up and see. Monochrome. Cynthia, Shanta said, what is that? Amalia, I'm gonna have to check monochrome. Oops, me hitting this damn selfie. Excuse me. I don't know if I can curse or not. This selfie stick, coloring out, never heard of it. Coloring a full page in one color. Oh, that's what that is. Okay, let me get fix this back and go back to diamond painting. Okay, so I checked the comments. Y'all can see me. This message on my phone is not interrupting anything. So let's proceed. Shall we proceed? Yes, indeed. I know I ain't sing that right, but you know the song. It's a hip hop. So, Cynthia, about that coloring, right? Is that something I can find on Amazon? And if so, I search it by monochrome. You know the word. I don't know it yet, but yeah, is it something I can search on Amazon for? I'm gonna try it. Try it out. Is it addicting? Okay. All right. See, have to come down. Oh, and I also like, how many times do you double check to see if you missed any symbols? I think I go maybe one time and be like, okay, whatever. If I missed it, I missed it. I'll come and I'll get it by the time I finish it. So this year in diamond painting, I'm only doing certain events. I'm not doing a lot of events. I think so far I'm only doing 3 events for 2026, and that's not including mine that's hosted in August. And that's something I need to think about because, yeah, I'll think about it. Yep. All right, let me put this last one down. Oh, no, see, there's some more. Oh, another thing I found out is when drills clump together, it has something to do with, I guess, the static. But I have a device. That's something I don't like. I can't stand when I shake my drills up and they clump together. So I figured it out that it's due to static in my drills. I need to, because sometimes when I kit up, I don't see static. So I just keep going with the flow. But as I continue, they start getting clumped together. But what I'm saying is that I found out that when that happens, I need to put them in that little device, put them on the um, fabric softener dryer sheet, and then rub them together and then put them back in the canister, and then that stops all the clumping together. Yeah, found that out. Yep. Oh, did I ask? I think I did ask if you're doing any events for 2020. No, I didn't ask. Are you going to be doing any events for 2026? Like events like either dot alongs or events where there are prizes included? And how do y'all feel about events? Do you think it's overdone, or they are still needed? Not needed, but something the community should still keep going and doing. And what's your favorite event that you will always participate in? My favorite event is Beards and Muscles, Mind Blowing. Dang on it. Is it Mandy? I think it's Mandy's Mind Blowing May. And the Hello Kitty event. That's not mine. That's Jack's. My bad. And then the 100 Partial Challenge. And then my event, the DP with Partners. And let me think. Is there any other favorite ones that I have? Not really. Those are the only ones that I'm like faithful to. Anybody else, I'd be like, see you when I see you. Maybe. Yeah, because I don't technically do it for the prize. I do it for, just support and stuff like that. But yeah. All right, so let's go back to Would You Rather. Would you rather be unable to tell the difference between wallets and sandwiches, or between the phrase "I love you" and the phrase "pass the salt"? What? What? Let me read that again because apparently I ain't focused. Would you rather be unable to tell the difference between wallets and sandwiches? So the key word is unable, okay? Between the phrase "I love you" and the phrase "pass the salt." Unable is the key word. Unable. Okay, I'm going to say unable between the phrase "pass the salt" and "I love you." Because, yeah. Could you imagine a face like, huh? Pass the salt. Huh? What is that? But I just had a whole visual in my head sitting at the table and technically in my brain knowing what the phrase is, but pretending like I don't. So it was a whole skit in my head. Woo! Anybody else do that? Go way past a thought. Okay. Oh, that was funny to me. Because I silly, I tell you. Okay. Okay. All right. Would you rather have a perpetual helium voice or have your left arm filled with helium? Perpetual. That means forever, right? I don't have my phone, but I think it means forever. Or have your left arm filled with helium. What in the world? What would your arm be like filled with helium? Helium rises, right? So that means your arm would be floating? Or is it a science thing where because your body is a high percentage of water that you won't float, right? So, well, Michelet voice sound like helium, so y'all know who Michelet is? Michelet is the one who have that. I think she was involved with Dr. Dre, and she had that real high pitched voice. She's from the 80s, 90s, and she sings Something You Should Know. Like her voice is deep, not deep. When she sings, her voice is deep, but when she talks, she has this mousy voice, and people never believe that it was her. Darn it! I wish I had my other phone in here that I could show you who she is, but People who grew up in the era know who Michelle is. She was popping back in the day. Miss Shorty Doo Wop. Okay. Enough of that. All right. So, next, would you rather on a freezing day wear used urinal cake earmuffs? What? Or a scarf made of used dentist gauze. It covers your mouth. Child. Mm-mm. This is a messed up question. It's messed up. But if I had to answer it for $100 billion, um, mm, on a freezing day, wear a urinal caked earmuffs. This is disgusting. It's making me nauseous. I can't answer that. Next. Because I grew up in New Jersey, right? I didn't necessarily grow up in the projects, but you have friends that live in the projects or family members that live in the projects, and the train stations to get to, the trains in New York, or, stuff like that. If you ever smelled a urinal, you know what I'm going through. And then you can't even think about the dentist, the gauze with the dentist, because that's blood and saliva. And ooh, next. Would you rather be stuck in an elevator with untalented impressionist or incontinent Labradors? Incontinent what? Incontinent. Okay. Labradors. I think I know what incontinent mean, but Labradors, is that a dog? I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. So I'm gonna just say, because I find a lot of stuff funny, I might just say stuck in the elevator with no, because I got stuck in the elevator before. No. That's another question I'm pushing to the side. Let me tell you about my story stuck in the elevator, right? So I was pregnant with my youngest child. And in Jersey, sometimes the elevators work, sometimes the elevators don't. So this particular day, I was telling myself I'm going to walk up the steps because I got a feeling the elevator is going to break down. And the person I was with, the baby, my daughter's father, was like, no, let's get in the elevator. I said, no, I feel like the elevator is going to break down today. Like, yeah, it had a good run or whatnot, and it hasn't been breaking down, but I felt like that day was the day. And it was summer outside. And you know how it is. You can't tell them what is going to happen. They know everything. And I was like, ugh, I don't feel like arguing with you. I'm pregnant. It's hot. I want to get in the house, get an air conditioner. And then we get in the elevator, and we was on the 5th floor. We lived on the 5th floor. And the elevator did this jerky thingy, and I looked at him, and he said, don't you say nothing. I said, I'm going to say it, God. Because back in the day, I still got a bad mouth, but I'm being cautious up here so I don't, cause a problem. But I cursed him slam out. It jerked. It didn't fall floors. It just jerked and stopped. And I said, see, I told you I had a feeling this elevator was going to break today. I said, it's hot. Of course it's going to break. And he was just like taking it because, he couldn't say nothing because he was wrong. You know how long we stayed on that daggone elevator? We stayed on the elevator for an hour and some change before the firefighters got us out. And you know how Final Destination, I think this is an episode of Final Destination where the elevator gets stuck. It's not like on a floor. You still see the floor up here and you're down here or up, it's not on the floor. We had to we had to I think jump down to the floor because the elevator was stuck in the middle. So every time I said that something was going to happen, he listened going forward. And to this day, he was like, "How did you know?" I said, "Because sometimes when good things is too good to be true, the universe go, okay, let me get you uncomfortable real quick, like, and so you can see what's up." And that's how I sometimes view life. But yeah, I got stuck in an elevator. I was so upset. And did I ever take that elevator again? No, I sure didn't. But then we moved to the third floor. And then I was like, okay, I'll walk. What time is it? Oop, it's 12:30. I think everybody's getting a Diamond Art Club text messages, the Diamond members, for their releases for today. Um, mm, I'm not interested in getting anything today. Anybody else getting anything today? I'm not. I'm waiting for a couple of restocks to come in. And then I'm looking for a lion that has, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a lion that has some flowers around it. Keisha just finished it. And I really want to do that one. I really want that one. And I'm thinking, I can't remember what's all on my wish list. I don't have a huge wish list. I have like maybe like 12 items on a wish list. And sometimes I take them off because I'm like, no, I really am not gonna do that. So that's the text messages that must be coming through. If you hear the buzzing noise, that's probably what it is. How particular are you with laying your drills down? Are you really? I know Shanta's very particular because she uses a ruler, but sometimes I'm just like, I'll get it down. Sometimes I'm straight, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes, I mean, when it's with squares, I don't particularly be like, I need to have them straight. Sometimes with the rounds, I do that. But, yeah, you know what, y'all? I am thinking about this. I think I'm going to do one side, like one right here. And then I'll, in the live there, because I really do think that this is going to take a little bit longer than I expected because of the section I decided to do this on. But you get the gist, right? See how it's just filling in and it's less than what, it gives you less of what you have to fill in. At least it makes sense in my brain. Okay, and besides diamond painting, right? Do you all make any type of New Year resolutions, or do you do any type of goal settings in life? I used to do New Year's resolutions, and then I was like, you just not being consistent enough to follow through with your plans. So how about you stop with all of that and just be real with yourself and do the best you can. So that's what I've decided to do. I've decided to not do resolutions and just do the best that I can. And, but the one area I feel like I need to do much better and be consistent is my health. I have a good bill of health, no worries, but I am getting older, and oh snap, that's what I can't stand too. When I move a thing and it just pop off, like I just moved it a little bit. Why are you popping off? But back to what I was saying. I have a good bill of health, but as I get older, I need to work on getting the weight off and living a little healthier. Um, right now, I have like this crunch addiction, and when I say crunch, be I just love potato chips, and I know it's not good and healthy for me, and I shouldn't be, eating a bag of chips in one sitting. So that's something I need to work on. I told my husband, I'm gonna need your help, boo. When I say I want some chips, say no. He have a hard time telling me no. He's like, I don't know if I can do that. I'm like, you have to help me. You have to help me. He's like, you gonna listen? I'm like, yeah. And he just side eyed me. He like, I know you're not. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna put it back on you because you spoiled me. It's your fault. He's like, okay, I'll take it. I'm like, no, you gotta put your foot down. If anybody know me, putting your foot down can be a little bit of a, struggle when it comes to me. Although, I don't have a problem with when he need to put his foot down, like if I was to be spending money unnecessarily, kind of things, or he would be like, hey, that's unnecessary. You don't need to get a new washcloth or something like that. Just soak that in a like if I got a problem, like if I purchase dishcloths, right, and I use them one time, but they got soiled, let's say from spaghetti, I will throw that out. Instead of soaking it with bleach. He said, you just brought it. You only used it one time. Why are you tossing it out? I'm like, because it's stained. He's like, girl, if you don't soak that washcloth, that dishcloth in some bleach, I'll be like, oh, okay. So I had to learn, just because something is not like to my expectations unnecessarily, I could try to figure it out. Like I have the thing over my toilet that is starting to rust, and I don't like the look of the rust, and so I want to throw it out and get another one. He's like, girl, if you don't scrub that daggone thing down, get the rust that you see up there off, and either spray paint it another color. But he's like, girl, I am not, you are not throwing this away because it's still sturdy, it's still useful. And so that's what I mean. He'll put his foot down in those type of situations, but he's a softie when it comes to me wanting stuff, wanting what I want. And he's like, I don't know, girl. You tend to bite my head off. I'm kind of scared of you a little bit. I'm not that bad, y'all. I'm not. Trust me. I'm not. But we all have the moments where we want what we want when we want it, kind of situations, and nobody's gonna tell us anything because we grown, kind of situation going on. That's how it is sometimes. Okay, let me see what's buzzing. Let me see what's buzzing. Okay, put your Amalia said, put your foot down. Like you said, you're spoiled. I know. That man love me. I found a good one. I'm telling you, I had to go through so many ugly frogs. Well, it was my choice, I chose them. They kind of chose me too, but I could have ran away from a couple of them up. But, okay. Let me go back up to the comments. Let's see. Let me go. Let me scroll up, because where was we? We left off at monocolors, right? Girl, y'all been talking up a storm. Okay, there we go. Okay. Shanta said, oh, so like in all green shades? I've seen the advertisement on Facebook. I wanted to try it. I took, I look hard at the end of each color. I think I be looking hard, but I also miss some. Oh, so these are the answers to how you look on a canvas for your symbols. Okay. Shanta said, Amalia, I'm doing Ellie Mae for the Richard Levin's event. Shanta, that's a good idea. That's a good one. I let the people vote for me. Amalia, that device is cool. I hate when my drills do that too. It is cool. I can't stand it either, but I'm glad that I found out how to resolve that issue. Shanta said, yes, and I like events. My favorite is DP with. Oh, thank you. And my Mandy's mind blowing May. And Amalia said, laugh out loud, pass the salt. I know, right? Um, give me the voice because I'm left-handed. That's a no for me. Um, I remember her. It's shocking when you hear her. Oh, y'all know Misha Lay? Yeah, I remember her. Yeah. Wow. I don't know who made these daggone questions. It's like, hey Keisha, you snuck up in here, girl. I ain't see you. Hey girl. Amalia said these are some they are crazy. I'ma shuffle again. Yes, it's a dog. Amalia's laughing. Not I, nothing for me. No, ma'am. Sabrina the Snow Leopard. That's the name of it. That's the one that I want that Keisha did. Yeah, I like that one. So I'm waiting for that one to come back in stock. Hey, what do I do with my lid? Okay, let me go back. Let me keep going. It says, I did Year of the Snake without a ruler. What? You did? I didn't know that. I thought you did it with a ruler. Yay, Shanta, you did it. And she said, there is not one that fits other than the 3D printer one, and I don't like it. Okay. Okay, Shanta, Amalia's laughing. Put your foot down. Yeah, okay. Yep, I am spoiled. I'm like that to the trash. I know, right? Yes, you are. Nettie, can you see YouTube on your tablet? Oh, all right. Well, hold on. I'll be back. That way I can keep going and not, I'll be back. So entertain. That makes sense. See, this is why I love the diamond painting community. You learn something every freaking day. Have my tablet. Let me go. Because I could conversate with y'all and see comments. Ah, hold on. Come on. I'm excited. No, wait. What happened? Okay, so I have my tablet. Do I go to my page? Okay, let me see. Maybe I go to my page. View page. Oh, it says Annette is live. It says Annette is live. What happened? What happened? There. I'm coming, y'all. I'm getting it together. I'm getting it together. Come on. Hot is spinning. Hot diggity dog. Oh, okay. Okay, where I'm at. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay. Thank you, Shanta, for showing me that. I will keep that in mind going forward. All right, so my auntie is up here. She says, keep up the great work, keep up the great job that you are doing, and may you always succeed. I am so proud of your accomplishments. I love you, Annette. I mean, amen. Thank you, auntie. I love you too. Just mute it so it's no echo. Just mute it so it's no echo. Mute. Where's mute? Okay, there. Is that mute? Okay, I muted it. Thank you, auntie. I love you too. Thank you so much for always supporting me from childbirth. You know. If you know, you know. Okay. It's like a delay, but it's okay. It's the comments that I'm for. I'm shuffling the cards now. Do you see it, Amalia? Okay, so let me see. All right, here we go. Woo, let me get the symbol first, and then. Okay, so did I mute it and there's no echo, right? Okay. All right, so, now, next question. Whew. Would you rather have your resting face be cross-eyed with your tongue with your tongue out, or your resting position be the dab dance pose? I don't even know what the dab dance is. What is the dab dance? Anybody know what the dab dance is? Well, Susie. Hey, Susie. Hey, girl. No, see, here's the deal. I actually didn't plan on going live, but I was in here diamond painting, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that Jack said she wanted to see me complete a section the way I explained. And I said, let's just go live. I have no, Susie, I'm sorry. I don't be doing nothing much. I apologize. Okay, where am I? Okay, so, I didn't even finish because I need to know what the dab dance is. The dab dance. Anybody know what that is? But, okay. And if I run into, let me see. Let me position my thing. I think I need to, okay, maybe you can see it. Okay. So if I run into ABs on the side, oops, I kind of jacked that up. Let me move that back. There we go. If I run into ABs on the side, I save that for later because sometimes when I put regular drills down, and then, no, if I put ABs down, and then sometimes I put the regular drills down, the AB get attached to the placer, and then it comes up. So I put the regular drills down first, and then I put the ABs down because I don't want it to come up. Oh, dab dance. Okay, let me see. Did anybody say what the dab? I didn't know that y'all was going. I apologize. Can y'all please forgive me? But y'all here now, right? Y'all here now. Y'all gotta forgive a girl. I just did it just because it was off the cuffs, you know. But y'all say y'all love me. I love y'all too, so as a family. Okay, what's the dab dance? Okay, anyway. Have your resting face. Nobody will take you serious if your resting face is cross-eyed with your tongue out. Well, you could appear, crazy, and they probably be like, well, I'm staying away from her because she kind of cuckoo. So you know what? My resting face works, but will it work with cross-eyed and my tongue out? Let me see. Stop. Okay, so I'm going to just say my resting position be the dab dance. Don't know what the dab dance is. I'm going to check it out later. Okay. Oh, that's all I had with those little symbols? Oh, okay. Fine. Be like that. I thought I had some more. Okay, so stepping side to side and snapping finger. I'm going to look it up. Okay, what's the next symbol? It's a check mark. Check mark. Oh, you got a notification and immediately put it in the chat. Thank you. Okay, so thank you, Shanta. Would you rather have literal mutton chop sideburns or literal handbar mustache? What's a mutton chop? Anybody? anybody know what a mutton chop is? I never heard that word before. Never. Is it a country thing? Is it kind of like what you call that hairdo? Um oh, mutton is a meat. What? What kind of meat is that? A beef family? What kind of family? I mean, what kind of meat is that? So I can visualize. It's it's thick. It's like having pork chops. It's like having pork chops on your face. Okay, so let me read it again now that I know. Would you rather have literal mutton chop sideburns or a literal handlebar mustache? Okay, so here's the thing with this question. What is it literal? Okay, am I maybe I'm not spelling it right, saying it right. Okay, it's spelled Literal. Is that literal? Is that is that why do they have to put certain words in front of certain things? Why can't they just say it? What does literal mean, y'all? Somebody said a mature sheep. Literal. Okay, so I guess a handlebar mustache if I had to choose one. Weird. Okay, let me find these symbols real quick. Let me just put some down. All right. So far we have one craft to look into, which is the monogram coloring. I have a cross stitch that kind of look like that. You know, it's a black and white cross stitch. I wonder if that's the same concept. This may be a silly question, but it's diamond painting related. Is there a symbol that you really like to see when you diamond painting? And is there a symbol you can't stand to see when you diamond painting? I I like the lowercase letters, like the A, the E, the N, not particularly the H, because I don't know, it's just I don't like it. But I like to see when I'm diamond painting those letters. It may be weird, but I do. I don't like to see. Hello, Auntie. How you doing? I don't like to see the aliens. Oh, and I despise seeing arrows like in all directions. It's like I know there's tons of other symbols you could have used other than so many arrows. Like, and another thing I can't stand is when they put symbols that look alike together. Like, I really want to sit down and see how they do these canvases. Like, when you're computer rendering them, right? Do you not look and be like, oh, that symbol can be replaced with this symbol because they look alike? Obviously, they don't do it because they still do it. Like, I'm like, if I was in that department, I'd be like, oh, switch that symbol. Like I mentioned earlier, this symbol, these two symbols should not be near each other. Like, why? And then why would arrows and stuff be next to each other? Like, why would a K and a Y be next to each other? Like, I don't understand. Yes, the arrows are the absolute worst. I can't stand it. Like, I'd be wanting to be like screaming, like, ugh. Like, could I please just get a part-time job to find out how y'all do that? I would like to sit down and see how it's done, honestly. Do they even think of the people that do these canvases? Do they even sit down and do the canvases themselves? I would like to know that. Like, I know maybe I don't know if the small shops do it, but I really do. I really do think that they should sit down and evaluate the canvases. Not all of them, of course, that'll be too many. But if you fix it in the stage of, what's the stage? The computer rendering stage, then you can print it. Or do they just go, one is good, print them, go ahead, print 1,000 of them. And speaking of 1,000, how many canvases do you think of each image they actually print? I would like to know that too. Yes, I am diamond painting. I am, because I had mentioned that how I diamond paint is I go along the edges and fill in those symbols first, and then as I'm doing it, it fills in the rest of the area. So Jack said she wanted to see me do it, and so I've decided to go ahead and do it. And I didn't tell anybody. At first they were mad at me, but then I apologized and they said they love me again. So we are diamond painting, and I'm asking would you rather questions because I don't really have much to talk about. My life is very, very low key, so I have to find things to talk about. And even if I was going through some things, I definitely wouldn't bring them to social media. Now, that's a conversation we can have. Like, how do y'all feel with social media and how people are using social media? Because I remember social media was supposed to be just a fun place, but people are putting any and everything on social media. And it's like it goes through their mind that it's the right thing to do. No matter what it is they put up there, it's the right thing to do. And I'm like, it don't cross your mind that this is something you shouldn't do, especially when it comes to crime, the criminal things that they do online. Like, you think just because you delete it from your stories that it's not going to be on the internet? People are now recording other people's stories and then using it as if they are newscasters. Because there are channels I watch that watch people's videos and kind of like dissect them, report on them, whatever they want to call them. I can't remember the terminology these channels are, but that's what they do. And then these people who record get caught. And they just like, who snitched? You! You snitched on yourself. Like, who told you it was a good idea to record this and then post it online? Now, on certain situations, very sensitive situations, where you need proof of some of this situation, sometimes I understand it and then sometimes I don't. I understand you need proof that this is going on in your life, right? But oh, the coin. That's a really tough situation right there. But the flip side of the coin is, if you have enough thoughts to record this, you should have enough thought to get out of that situation, or try your best to get out of that situation. Sometimes recording puts you in more danger than you think it is saving you, because apparently some of the court systems don't really care about what you put on what you recorded, because the law or the way it works is they got to see it happening. What? Like, what do you mean see it happening? It's on video. No, we need to actually see this person getting ready to what? Okay, so if you know the law and that's how what they need in order to try to help you, it's time to try to exit left and be ghost. Be like, okay, so yeah, no, y'all really don't care about situations. Y'all want to wait to see if they're gonna go overboard. This person shows you how many times that they will go overboard, but you still need more information. That's why I don't want to ever be a juror. I don't ever want to be a juror. Every time I get that summons, I'm like, please cancel mine, because I don't want to. I don't want to be a part of that, because I really don't think that the public opinion should be a juror. I think that lawyers should be jurors. Like, because public can go, as you see on social media, they can go back and forth with, they don't stick to the same thing. They mind can be swayed, and I think that's the reason why they use the public for, you know as a juror, like, because they know that they can go, so they use that, like. I just, yeah. mm. Who said what? Okay, I can tell you they don't print enough of the good ones. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Auntie, common sense just isn't common anymore. Like, even when we were younger and common sense was a little bit more understood, we still had like a conscience. Like, especially if we knew when we got home, if it got back to whomever, like, oh, it was on and popping. So we always had those type of things in our mind, like, ugh. But I don't know what the heck happened. Like, where is common sense? What happened to it? like, what? You ain't think that you doing what you doing on social media is going to get back to whomever? Okay, so I have another question. Yeah. So I don't know if y'all saw where on TikTok where this lady was real drunk, right? And she was fighting at a restaurant, fighting the manager, and they had to forcefully lift her up and take her outside, right? And she still was belligerent. And then she grabbed somebody's hair and was holding on to this man's hair for, like, while he was trying to get her out. So they finally, and her boyfriend on the side, not really wanting to get into it or nothing like that, but he was like, oh my God, I gotta act like I got her back. So they finally got her loose from the guy hair, and then he walked away, and homegirl chased after him, and the guy just put his foot out and tripped her, and see, she did a face plant in the ground. And so she got mad at her boyfriend, like, you ain't this. And he was like, girl, I was trying to get you to stop fighting. He's like, now I gotta pretend like I'm mad that this man tripped her. He didn't want no parts of it. I said, this man need to run. And so the outcome of that one is she got fired. And now people are like, she shouldn't get fired because of what she do on the outside. How y'all feel about that? I feel like it's a double-sided sword with me, because when in this situation, I think that if the company don't want you representing them like that, then they have the right to fire you. But but when it comes to you minding your own business, right, and somebody get into your business and you feel like you have to, defend yourself, is that right for the company to see that you defend yourself? Because, media twist stuff, right? And it makes it seem like you the bad guy when they didn't get the first part of the interaction. And then your company see it, and then they fire you with no explanation. I don't think that's right. They don't want to hear your part, so it's just seemed like, oh, they've been waiting to find something on you so they can get rid of you. So in those type of situations, I don't think that's a good thing to do. But if a person is it's a double-sided sword, like I said, but I'm like, there are other things that a person definitely should be losing a job for. Like being or saying derogatory things to people, like, and wearing your company logo, or bragging about, the company that they work for, and at the same time saying and doing what they do. So yeah, those type of people need to definitely exit left from the company. So I don't even know how I got on that. Was it one of these daggone questions? I don't know. But anyway, let me move on. All right, let's see. Would you rather go a day without speaking or without your phone? Well, see, I don't speak anyway a lot. I don't talk a lot. But I can do both. Honestly, to be honestly, I mean, because I don't really talk that much anyway. I talk to people who talk to me, and sometimes I call people to check up on them. But if I get the vibe that you don't want to talk, I'll be like, okay, well, I'll talk to you later. I'll do that. I wouldn't be like, so what's wrong? I'd be like, okay, no, I get the energy. You don't want to talk. Bye. So, and when it comes to the phone, I can go without my phone. I say that now. I say that only because probably I have other devices I could use other than my phone. But I'm gonna just say yes. I can do both. I can do without speaking and my phone while I'm in the house, perhaps. I don't know about being on the outside. I'm gonna need a phone. Inside, I can plug it up and walk away and be doing whatever I need to do. Okay, so let's see. You wouldn't have fired her, right? I wouldn't have either, but people are saying she shouldn't have been fired, and I think she was just like a fitness coach. Like, her job wasn't significant. Like, it was like she was an Uber driver. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't like a CEO. She wasn't like somebody who give them business. She had to go get her business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, okay, well, and oh, I forgot to say she is getting charged. Now that part I agree, because she shouldn't have put her hands on that man. And the man didn't do anything to her. All he did was lift her up. He wasn't rough with her when he was taking her out of the establishment. Granted, he probably shouldn't have done that. He should have waited for the police to come. But we don't know. We didn't see the first part of it. We don't know, did she attack him when he was in, while they were in the establishment? So he could have been defending himself. So, but once he got her out is when she grabbed his hair. And I think that's where she's being charged with. Like, child, if you can't handle your liquor, what? And that man that was with her, he definitely needs to be like, oh, I learned my lesson. Ain't that much pretty girl in the world I need to be with on my shoulder. Because this girl right here, woo. See, that's when he should have escaped. If that's his woman. Maybe it's not his woman, but I have never, ever started any trouble. I'll be minding my business. But hey, yeah, let me read. People need to read their work policy about social media conduct of your employers. That is true. My company send it out all the time. We have training twice a year on this. And that's why, if anybody is my friend or anything on any of my social medias, I stopped a lot of stuff and I had another page, but it got hacked. And I had to create another page, so thank goodness for hackers. But in that old page, Child, I was wide open. If that page was still alive and they was looking at that, and if they scrolled through it, they'd be like, "Oh, she talking about us, girl, fired." Oh yeah. Oh wait, it looked like. Can y'all even see me diamond painting? Okay, let me see what the camera did because I just moved it. I don't know how to zoom in to show you. Okay, let's see. I gotta see which way I'm going. Okay, so I think it could be seen. But yeah, they make us do that all the time. And then you have to acknowledge after you make the training, after you take the training at work, you have to acknowledge that you did everything. And then you can't skip through the training. They don't let you skip at all. You have to do the whole 45 minutes. You know, back in the day when you had trainers, you can be like, skip, 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 skip. I did it. Nope. They be like, you need to answer this question before you go to the next slide. And then if you try to fast forward, it takes you back to where you fast forward. How I know this? I tried it. Because it's kind of repetitive. It's not, it don't change year after year. It's the same thing over and over. But they made it, I guess they figured out what people was doing. So they made it where you can't do those things anymore, which is good. And I just be like, okay, let me pay attention. Because then they started adding a test of 8 to 10 questions at the end, and you got to pass it with 80% or higher. I'm like, oh, snap, they for real, for real. But yeah, I read that all the time. I'm like, they make sure that my company do not play. They actually just blocked people using Chat GPT. People were using it at work, and because I'm in the industry, the medical industry, where personal information can be easily, obtained through Chat GPT. So you can't, violate that. So they kind of like took that away and was like, "Yep, y'all can't use this no more." That's a good thing. And we can't talk to the press and none of that stuff. So they don't play. Um, you can do both most of the time. I don't even know it. Girl, I know, right? I'll be I'll be like, Amalia, I sent you a text message. Oh my goodness. Yeah, girl. But yeah, I get you. It says Chatty Auntie needs her phone. You do? You need your phone? I get it. You be calling and you be checking and we be checking up on you, making sure you okay. Yeah. I get it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Not you trying to cheat. Girl, yes, I was. I was like, because it's the same training year after year. It doesn't change. So I was just like, but it changed. Little did I know. But yeah, um, I make sure that I be on my P's and Q's because once I found out that that's what employers do, like they hire you and fire you according to your social media. When I first heard that, I was totally against it. I was just like, that's a violation of privacy. Like you make it seem like a person can't do nothing outside of their working hours, and I don't think that that's right. But some things people need to be looked at because a lot of people lie on their resumes just to get a job to do X, Y, and Z, like those Amazon workers and UPS workers. So yeah, they need to be paying attention to them. But at the same time, are you finding them drug dealers? Oh, why am I using both ends of my pen? Is because this. Where am I at? Let me come into camera. Okay, come on. Okay, I'm waiting to see. Okay, so okay, you can see it. So this is a multi-placer. This places like I think this plays 7 drills. and then the other end is just a single place and it placed just one. So on the canvas, there are symbols in a row, like 7 or 8 to 10, and you can put more than one down. But when I do the single place, you can use both ends for the single placer too, but I like to just use my single placer to place one. So yeah, that's it. That's why. See, I don't know if you can see it, but I just placed one down using the multi-placer. It's just a preference. Yeah, just a preference. Okay, where am I? Okay. Oh, okay. Would you rather be able to validate parking passes by biting down on them? The fuck? Or be able to weed whack with your foot? First of all, parking passes are freaking nasty. Germs, ill germs. And no, I'll be able to weed whack with my foot. Give me some exercise with my leg or something. Cause who biting down on the parking pass? All right. Next up. Would you rather have living eyebrows that cove? Excuse me. Would you rather have living eyebrows that crawl about your face or have a uni nostril? First of all, I'm sensitive to things crawling on my face. Like if a gnat touch me, I know y'all seen it plenty of times, me like grabbing at my face. That's because if this is a gnat in there to touch my face, it sets off, this feeling that I'm having things crawling on me. And I don't like that. So definitely not no crawling eyebrows, especially that if they look like, and then they have the nerve to say about your face. What? No, give me a uni nostril, even though I don't know what that is, but definitely wouldn't be no daggone crawling on my face. I know that for sure. Okay. So, so Amalia said food week. I know that's right. Nothing that Shanta said nothing on my face moving. I know that's right. Okay, so would you rather return one punt in an NFL game with no pads, or try to last 10 seconds in a pro featherweight boxing match? 10 seconds? Oh, 10 seconds, I could run around a ring. 10 seconds, right? Okay, return a punt. Return a punt. That means that you caught the ball and you trying to run it for a touchdown. And then they said with no pads on, that mean all these big people trying to tackle you and you don't have any pads on. Uh yeah, give me the featherweight boxing match for 10 seconds. It says pro. I don't care. I'm running around the ring for 10 seconds. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. At least in my prime, Now, you might catch me. But if you catch me, I'm going to be ducking for 10 seconds. And I'm like, 10 seconds it is. Stop. Stop. I don't care. I don't know. I don't even know what leather weight is. Is that like is that under 100 pounds? I mean, why keep saying leather? I meant to say feather. What's featherweight? I think that's under 100 pounds, right? Auntie said one long nostril. Oh, that's what that is. That's what a uni nostril is one long nostril. Oh. Let me read that question again. Hold on. No. That has something to do with the crawling thing. Give me the uni nostril. No. Uni nostril it is. Okay. Okay. All right. That's too funny. Okay. Would you rather play basketball against a gross, sweaty, shirtless dude or with a guy who plays rough and takes it way too seriously? Girl. Mm. Why my mind go there? Stop, girl. This is not it. Okay, play basketball against a gross, sweaty, shirtless dude. Well, if he got smooth skin, I'm just saying, don't give me no hairy dude. Because sweat and hair, two beasts, I'm telling you. He got to be smooth if I'm going to bump into him and stuff like that. But the gross part, what's the gross? You know what that. Okay. With a guy who plays rough and takes it way too serious. No, because if he play rough and he take it way too seriously, we might end up fighting or something might happen. So no, don't. I'm a lady. Don't play rough with me. I don't like that. No. So it's gonna be a gross, sweaty, shirtless dude, but he gotta have no hair. Okay, let me see. Okay, my eyes is blurred because I'm laughing at myself. Okay, so let's talk about that. Can you laugh at yourself, or and or others laugh at you? Now, it all depends on my mood. Sometimes I know when people are laughing at me, and sometimes I don't, because sometimes I don't be. How do you put this in parentheses? I mean, those letters. GAF. Sometimes I don't GAF. Okay, about what somebody's saying, and I'll laugh with you. But then if my mood is like, I feel like they like bless your heart kind of moment, which I can't stand, then I'm gonna be like, what? Who you talk to? What? I'm gonna have a whole attitude about it. So I can laugh at myself and I can allow people laugh at me as long as you're not trying to hurt me. Because people used to pick at my forehead. They's like, you got a big forehead. I said, because I'm smarter than you. And they didn't know what to do with that. It was like, what do you mean you smarter than me because you got a big... I said, that's what happens. People with big foreheads are smarter than people like you that don't have a big forehead. And they used to be like, I can't bully this girl. Like, and then they were too afraid to be physical with me because they didn't know how I would react, because I was always a calm kind of person and I never would argue. I'll say some crazy things and they'd be like, is she for real with her craziness? But they were too afraid to try to find out. So yeah, they would never bully. They'd be like, your hair is short, you're a bald head. I would be like, technically bald means no hair. Do you know what bald means? And they'd be like, oh, she's too smart. See, that's where the big forehead come in. Child, I remember those days, man. Them kids' faces were like, she is an alien. She is not from this world. Yeah, so I only got bullied. Well, I didn't really get bullied. She tried to bully me. And she was deaf. I think I told y'all this story. But she was a deaf person, right? And their family was really big on the block, and she was known as the block bully. And so I was going to the store for my mother to get her Pepsi and her cigarettes. Remember back in the day, they used to let kids buy cigarettes for their parents? Remember those days? See, I don't know what had happened. Like, Those days was like when you took the food stamps and all of that stuff. But anyway, back to the story for the people who didn't hear it, know it. So I was going to the store for my mom, and the girl, I knew she was a bully, and I used to tell myself, if she ever tried to bully me, you just gonna have to beat the crap out of her. Try your best to beat the crap out of this big ass. Oops, excuse me, this big girl gorilla, because she was huge. So her house had an oak tree in front of it, right? And she decided to wait until I got right in front of that oak tree to try to bully me, right? And so she came up to me. I'm not going to do it. I promise I'm not going to do it. But she was talking in her way, and I just grabbed her and I threw her into that tree. She didn't know what happened. She was on a tree. And I walked off, and her family saw her down, and they was asking her what happened. And I was in the store by the time she was talking to them, right? So on my way back, she was pointing. I'm not gonna do it how she do it. Y'all know how deaf mute people talk. And she was telling them that it was me. And they looked at me, looked at her, and they pulled her in the house. And so her brother name is Malik, right? He was fine. You know, fine like Tretch from what's the group? OPP, that song? You down with OPP? Yeah, Naughty by Nature, right? He was fine like Tretch from Naughty by Nature. And his name was Malik. And he was bow-legged. And I was like, ooh, Malik's getting ready to talk to me. He was like, hey, Nat. I was like, you know my name? He was like, yeah, I know your brother Thomas too. I was like, okay. He was like, and I know your mom. I was like, okay. He was like, so my sister ain't gonna bother you no more. If you have any problems with her and going forward, let me know. I was like, okay. That's all I kept saying because I could not function. I was like, not Malik talking to me. Not Malik. Malik is talking to me. So I was like, Malik, talk to me. Yeah. Oh, girl. And so later on, I found out that his family, thanks to Mom Dukes, Janice Sanders, I didn't know this, but my mom had them people shook. I don't know what Janice did to those people, but just to know the fact that I was Janice's daughter and Thomas, my brother's sister, said it all. I was like, okay, cool. So, needless to say, whenever the deaf girl was, out, when she saw me, she went the other way. So, that was my story of my one time being bullied, trying to be bullied. No, actually, I got two stories. And the same thing. Oh my gosh, I got a problem. I love throwing people into brick walls or trees because I definitely threw that girl into a brick wall. And it was stupid. This story is stupid because we used to be friends. And then there was this guy on the block. I had no clue of this guy whatsoever. He told her that he liked me. And she stepped to me. She was like, oh, so you and blah, 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 blah. I said, girl, who? Oh, blah, blah, blah. I order blah, blah, blah. I said, who? You going to order blah, blah, blah. Who? You, blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, okay. Now, I was coming out of the library. See, y'all, I stayed in the library because, yeah, that was the thing to do back in the day. Stay educated. You know what I'm saying? Keep your mind right. And homegirl reached to do something, and all I know, I blacked out. And she was on the ground with a whole lot of blood and I went home and I walked home. I didn't remember doing none of it. And my uncle, he was like, what is this on your hand? I was like, what do you mean on my hand, Uncle? I was scared of my uncle. He said something to you. I was like, what? I was stuttering the whole night. I was like, I didn't touch your garden. I didn't touch your grave. What are you talking about? I was scared. And so he was like, girl, that's blood. Something happened to you? I was like, no, ain't nothing happened to me. I don't know what this blood is. And here come all the people running down the street. Annette, you did. I was like, I did what? And the ambulance came and my uncle took me up there. And I was so scared because my uncle ain't play. He was just like, what? If I did it, I was in trouble. No if and buts about it. But he heard the story, and everybody was like, Net didn't want to fight. Net actually walked away. The girl grabbed her, and Net did what she did. And the girl never spoke to me again. That was the only other time. Yeah, so I never got bullied after that. So that's why I don't like to fight, because I'm like, I don't know what I'm capable of. Like, I think I black out, and I'm like, I don't ever want to do that because I don't know. But yeah, so yeah. I don't know how I got to that story. But it's stuff that just be triggering. Like, let me see what this question said. Oh, it must have played rough situation. Anyway, anyhow, that's a little bit of me to a little bit of you. Not to say that, I'm tough. I'm like 53 years old, child. I ain't fighting it at 53. I hope nobody ever want to argue with me, please, cuz I don't feel like it. No. These people are unstable. Mm-mm. So, would you rather successfully crossbreed an elephant and an octopus? First of all, how the heck that's going to happen? Stupid. Or an eagle and a rhino. Okay, that's scientific, right? Neither one of these makes sense. So next question. I ain't answering that crazy question. Um, would you rather be able to keep one eye open at a time or one foot on the floor at any time? I had an aunt who slept with her eyes open. Scariest thing ever. Having a conversation with her, she wide awake, right? She lay down on the bed, you still think she wide awake, so you still having a conversation with her. And then here come a snore. You like, what? You sleep? Oh no, gotta go. So I'ma choose one foot on the floor at any time. She said time to shuffle again. Girl, I'm gonna throw these cards in the trash and find another whole game, because these would you rather questions is really crazy. But I got I got to think of some more games anyway. Um where am I? Okay. Would you rather have your mom manage your social media oops, excuse me, social media accounts or your social calendar? I'm laughing because my mother, have your mom manage your social media accounts. I would not know how my mom would manage that. I'm trying to think. How would she? I think that my mom would manage it the way, like, because she was big on um, human rights. So I think that she would squeeze in a bit of human rights in there. And she would probably be like, you're going to do it, whether you like it or not, kind of thing. Or maybe she'd probably be like, can you please? It all depends on her mood. So I think that if my mom was managing my social media, it would be human related. As for social calendar, I don't have a social calendar because I'm a homebody. I don't go out and do a lot of things. I never have. It's not that I gotten older and don't like to do it. I never was one of those people. I'll do it if you ask me and I feel comfortable with doing it, but just to be like, I have to fill up this calendar because I'm going here, there, and there, that's not me. It never was. It never gave that. So I would say my mom, to see how she would do it in a social media account. Okay, let me go in the middle of the stack. You know what? I could do another game because I just did a game called Tell Me Without Telling Me. I thought that was really cute. A really cute game to play. Tell me, it's like, when you speak with your face expressions and people just know. Tell me without telling me is like that. Like they give you a word and tell me you here or there or doing this or that, or have this or that without telling me. You know, I think that's cute. I think I'm going to try that next time. But you see how going along the edges filled in a lot of the areas. So I think it's just this particular one had a lot of color blocking in it. And what's left is on this side is ABs. So after I fill in this section, I'm going to end my live, and I'm just going to fill in the rest because that's all that's left. Is not all that's left, but on this side is ABs and then little small ones over here. So yeah, so let's do maybe like two more would you rathers or three more. Okay, would you rather be a conjoined twin connected at both palms, or be a conjoined twins connected at the knees? If you connected at the palms, you can't quite do anything. But at the knees, you can do something. I used to love watching conjoined twins because to me it's very interesting how they are conjoined. Like uh, I don't know if the parents, if they could have been separated while in the womb or what, but I always wondered that. I wondered, like, did the parents even think that they can try to separate them while they were in the womb? But that's a huge surgery. But I would say the knees. This was fun. You should totally do it again. Oh, thank you. Oh, you knew who I was talking about. Aunt Wendy, right? Rest in peace, Aunt Wendy. My favorite aunt in my teenage years, because she would sit and let me talk about any and everything. And she was just the sweetest aunt ever. She was so easygoing. But yeah, that's Aunt Wendy. You said palms for me. At the knees, you would be facing each other with the palms. Yeah, it's both. You'll be facing both. You can turn. Okay, you can turn this way and you can turn. Yeah. Oh, but the knees, if you are at the palm, you still got to go either way because you conjoined. Am I saying it right? Conjoined. Yeah, you conjoined at either part. Okay. I love how you think there, though. Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to, because you know me, I don't talk that much. So I was like, let me figure out something to do. Okay. Would you rather die by natural causes, or instead of dying, gradually turn into celery? First of all, that's a rude question because some people look like celeries when they as they get older. I'm just saying. I'm sure they don't want you to classify them as no celery, but if the shoe fits, you wear it. But I'm gonna choose natural causes because who would choose to die gradually and then turn it? Well, it's the way of life. So let me die natural causes. Okay. Would you rather comprised of Lego bricks or Play-Doh? Oh my gosh. Give me Legos because me and Play-Doh, we never got along. And guess what? My children loved it when they were younger. You know the things you do for your children. I couldn't stand like Play-Doh. I couldn't stand the smell of it. It was just toxic. And now that I'm thinking of it, I have subjected my children to toxic things. But we live and we learn, right? But I will choose Legos because I can't stand Play-Doh at all. Bye, Auntie. I shall see you at 7. Not see you at 7, but talk to you at 7. Or play the game with you at 7. Ugh. Okay. Those were the days. I'm glad that that phase didn't last long. But needless to say, it was there. Okay, I think this is the last card. Would you rather fart flamethrower flames or poop dry ice? Oh, 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 it's like that, is it? Okay. Mm. Well, um, um, about that. Both of it's gonna burn, right? Hmm. Well, if I answer this question, I might be telling too much of my business. But it's not really, it's a natural thing. So, give me the fart flamethrower flames because I don't be holding it in. I mean, I'm respectful, but I'm just saying I just don't be holding it in. So, but I don't want dry ice, poop dry ice, because that would be burning my, yeah. Well, I guess the flames would too. Either way, yeah, I guess it'll be um, cool to have a fart flame throwing flames. She said, yuck. I know, right? I gotta find better cards. Maybe I need to find some funny would you rather cards um, or play another game. Um, I don't know yet. I got so many games over here. But yeah, so that's the end of Would You Rather. And let me bring this down. Can y'all see it? It's the angles of. Okay, let me make sure you can see it. I'm waiting for my tablet to catch up. Oh no, I moved it down, so I need to move it back up. Okay, and maybe like that. It's the angles. Okay, so I went along the edge and I filled in. And you see how it filled in for me? So I just have a little bit left to fill in. But that's what all I'm going to do on camera. I don't even know how long I've been up here, but I appreciate everyone who stopped by to have a little chuckle with me and watch me diamond paint. And I'll definitely do it again. I don't know when, so don't hold me to it. But thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in my next either video or live. You all have a great day. I am getting ready to fill the rest of this in. I am going to check on hubby to see if he's hungry. And then if he's not hungry, then I am going to get dressed and I'm going to go to the library because I think they close at 5 o'clock today or 6. I'm going to check out a romance. I'm going to do large print. Thank you, Auntie, for showing me that it come in large print. And then that'll be it for today. I don't have any cleaning to do because I did all of that already. And maybe I'll do some coloring later. But again, I'm rambling. Let me say goodbye to you all. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Now, how do I end this? I forgot. Okay. Bye. Stay with me until I figure it out. Okay.